Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I talk all about Meghan Markle and her latest vanity project because all she ever thinks about is herself. So I'm going to show you why this latest little Netflix doco is actually all about Meghan. And on top of that, she is proving that she is a complete hypocrite once again because she is using other people's children while not showing her own. So let's get into this one. It all started with this People magazine article that came out today. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who really has nothing to do with this whole project, but maybe he doesn't quite understand that, announced new Sundance documentary Cookie Queens. Of course, it's called Queens. Tapping into her Girl Scout roots. I mean, you can already smell the vanity. Listen to that. She's put in the word queen because I guess she thinks she is one. And she's already talking about herself in the title. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are set to executive produce a new documentary. These guys do not know how to executive produce anything. They just slap their names on something. Titled Cookie Queens, the project will spotlight 4 Girl Scouts during that most important time of year, cookie season. The project is a throwback, listen to this, for Meghan, who was a Girl Scout herself while growing up in California. Nobody asked, nobody cares, yet here we are. Meghan Markle is channeling a nostalgic part of her past. All she ever does is talk about her past for her and Prince Harry's latest project. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are set to executive produce Cookie Queens, a documentary, listen to this, talk about OTT. It spotlights a coming of age story about the joys, she has to put the word joy in there, the pressures, what pressure, and pain points, listen to this, pain points, woven into one of America's most cherished rituals, Girl Scout cookie season. Directed by Alyssa Namias, the doc is set to premiere at Sundance next year as part of the festival's family matinee section. Now, this article goes on to talk about Girl Scouts cookie selling as though it's some kind of entrepreneurship. So we know straight away that Meghan Markle is manipulating the narrative and trying to put it back on her. As soon as she talks about being an entrepreneur, we know that that's meant to be about her and the whole as ever flop. It's pretty obvious. Now, Meghan said in a statement, according to Deadline, as a former Girl Scout myself with my mum as my troop leader, hashtag where is Doria, I have a personal affinity for this film and am proud that all our conversations and collaboration have led to Archewell Productions partnering with this award-winning team to executive produce this incredibly captivating documentary. Blah, 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 a ton of word salad. When we first viewed the early footage of this documentary, it was immediately something we wanted to be involved in, she added. I mean, has Harry had any say in this at all? I'm sure this is just all Meghan talking. The creative point of view, the edgy yet humanizing tone, I'm sure it's not edgy, and tenor of the directing, and the glimpse behind the scenes into such a nostalgic and also modern tradition, how can it be both, of Girl Scout cookie season are absolutely irresistible. I mean, how ridiculous talking about Girl Scout cookie season as being irresistible. That is not the right word to use. Now, back in April, the Duchess of Sussex shared throwback pictures of herself selling cookies in her Girl Scout uniform to celebrate the launch of her Lemonada media podcast, Confessions of a Female Flounder. They always forget the L in that word. Being an entrepreneur can start young. By the way, all these years later, and I'm still selling cookies. Oh, bleh, Meghan wrote. So that's Meghan alluding to her as ever shortbread butter cookies just a few days after the brand's first launch when they sold out in under an hour. So Meghan is trying to say that she's still selling cookies, all right? She's selling this ridiculous mix, which is not even available anymore. And she's saying it's sold out in under an hour when we all know that the quantities were so freaking low that all you had to do was have like 5 people buy them and they were sold out immediately. So in the photo, Meghan's brown uniform, so on brand, identifies her as a brownie, the Girl Scout of the USA level for second and third graders, which would make her around 7 to 9 years old. Meghan and Harry's Archewell Productions is partnering with Beautiful Stories, a bit like my Think Beautiful Stories over here, and AJNA Films on the documentary. So they have thrown some money at this. They've said, hey, we need our names as executive producer. Let's just get this done and put something out on Netflix because we have no ideas. So they are just jumping on the bandwagon with this one. But I have 2 problems with this. So first of all, Meghan is very happy to exploit other children, but never her own. This is incredibly hypocritical. She does it all the time. Now, this is also the second Netflix documentary that we are going to see, which is about children. Because, of course, we also had this one. Now, this one just came out. Let me know if you've watched it. I really don't recommend it. You can just go on YouTube and see it anyway. So this was the Masaka kids. So I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here. We are talking about children constantly, and we are showing other people's children, but never their own. Why does she do this? This is why she's voted the biggest hypocrite of 2025. And I'm sure for 2026 as well. She might as well just keep the trophy. She can have it for the rest of her life. Now, this Masaka Kids documentary is also about Harry and Meghan. They have also made it about themselves because take a look at this. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle quietly release new Netflix show inspired by Archie. Now, firstly, it says quietly released because no one's watching it. That's just their way of saying that they did it on the DL. No one wants to release anything on Netflix on the down low, okay? You want it to do well. You want people to watch it. But they're obviously admitting that no one is looking at it. But to say it is inspired by Archie, that's a stretch. That's a humongous stretch. Let me explain what they mean by that. So it says here that when the documentary was first announced, it was revealed that Harry and Meghan first discovered Masaka Kids by watching the group's viral videos on YouTube, by the way, with their son, Prince Archie, during the pandemic. A spokesperson for the Sussexes, my favourite Meredith Maines, previously told The Telegraph they would watch the videos regularly with Archie at home. So they were already admirers of the organisation before the film project came to them in 2023. I love how she always says things just come to her. I mean, it's not that way at all. She goes out and gets it, okay? As you can see, she's pretending that this Masaka Kids documentary is actually because of Archie. Now, Archie is an incredibly privileged child, and they are comparing him watching it to some orphans in a third world country. That doesn't sit well with me at all. So again, they're linking the kids and putting themselves front row center when it comes to these child-based documentaries. It is just disgusting. But I want to point out one more really just annoying thing because Meghan has this saying at the moment, and it's full circle. She keeps saying everything is a full circle moment. She's basically, again, making it about herself, but saying that, okay, I used to sell Girl Scout cookies and now I'm producing this movie about Girl Scout cookies. Oh, full circle, full circle. Okay, the amount of times she has said full circle moment. She just said it here. She was just at Soho Home and she was saying, this is a full circle moment back home in my stomping ground. I mean, she never stomped at Soho Home, by the way. This is a new venture. This is not Soho House. She hasn't got her wines being poured at Soho House. That is never going to happen. But she said it here, and she also banged on about full circle moment here when she was in Washington, D.C., pretending that she was one of the most powerful women in the world. What an absolute joke. And she was talking about her gift wrapping. What a full circle moment, because she used to work at Paper Source and run like 3 classes of gift wrapping, and now she's doing gift wrapping on Netflix. I'm so sick of this full circle moment. She's had so many, she must just be spinning around in circles. She's going to get dizzy. Meghan, just calm down and please stop saying full circle moment. So there you go. Meghan Markle again, happy to exploit other people's children. This is the second documentary now. She's doing it again, and she will never show her kids' faces. And on top of that, she's making these documentaries all about herself. When she should be telling a story about other people's children, she circles it back and links it to something that she has done in the past or even her own child. This is so ridiculous. Meghan Markle can't do anything for other people. She can't tell anyone else's story without inserting herself. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Please let me know. I read all of your comments. Please like and subscribe, and I will keep these videos coming. Thank you guys. Bye.